The Hollywood Actors Union and major film studios have agreed to keep working and continue talks until the 12th of July. This is an effort to prevent strike action. The union, which includes members, some pretty top stars, Meryl Streep and Jennifer Lawrence, well, they want a new pay deal and also safeguards around the use of artificial intelligence. Let's go live now to Los Angeles, where we can speak to Jeff Torres. And Jeff, you are an actor. Thank you for joining us here on BBC News. That is your profession. So where do you stand on this matter?
Well, thanks for having me. And I stand up in support of all workers that are standing against companies that are making billions of dollars in profits and are refusing to kind of keep the pay for the people that are making them those profits equitable. So the use of AI, that seems like that's something that is going to profit them greatly. It's going to be at the cost of our jobs. They are no longer new media, which is how we negotiated with them to start with, which is a huge problem because they're now billion-dollar companies, and we're still doing a deal where they're not paying us equitable residuals or residuals at all. So, yeah, I stand that we are willing to strike if we do not get the kind of demands that we're looking for.
On the subject of AI, Jeff, many people know, we think about some films, animated films that uses some impressive tech. But in terms of, let's just say yourself, has AI been used where you could have been used as an actor? Has it been used to reflect yourself? And to what extent is it used? Is it pretty widespread within the industry?
It has not started to kind of take hold yet. I don't think the technology's up to par yet to replace people. Right now, the problem is that the way the AI is working is it's taking information and styles from artists that exist. So it might take a picture and say, this person does this style and this, and it combines them. And essentially, it's stealing. It's not like it's an intelligence that's creating its own art. It's stealing other people's style and art and creating something new. The technology is not there to replicate actors fully yet. And that's why it's so important that we strike if we need to now, if we don't get the protections from AI going forward, because in 3 to 5 years, it will replace us. It can replace background actors and stuff and a lot of other people.
Jeff, just very quickly, on AI, we've heard a lot about the issue of regulation. I mean, is there some middle ground where you can be protected, or is this exactly what you're calling for, where your image is copyrighted or your voice is copyrighted when AI is being used?
Well, yeah, that's essentially it's to pay us for our image and our likeness. The problem that AI presents, though, is that if they scan our face and our bodies and they say, cool, now we can kind of position you however we want. If your performance is not exactly what we wanted, we can change it. So suddenly now the consent of myself as an artist and as a laborer can be kind of taken away. They want to do suddenly nudity in this scene. I never consented to that, perhaps. Any number of things. It's no longer my performance, and they are using my image without my permission the way that it should be. And if they're using my image without compensating me, that's even worse.
Okay, thank you so much for explaining that.
Yeah.
Now, on the issue of the impact this is going to have on the industry, we've seen how it has touched screenwriters. They walked out. It shut down a number of big productions. I mean,
could we see most major productions in Los Angeles?
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, could we see this happening again? And do you think that is going to be the stick in trying to get people to agree to demands?
Well, I just don't know how you can make anything that's a television show or a movie without actors. Like, good luck getting a movie made without Tom Cruise to be the person that people now want to invest in. I don't know how they can possibly do that. Right now, as it stands, we have the protection to do that. In 3 to 5 years, we might not have that. So as it stands, this is a labor movement. It's something that we're seeing all over the world. We're seeing companies, we're seeing people that work for major billion-dollar companies. They want to unionize. It's happening at Starbucks. There's like 300 plus stores now, whereas last year there were 0 that were unionized. This is a movement that's happening all over the world. UPS and Teamsters, they have hundreds of thousands of employees, and they're on the verge of striking as well. It's not fair that these companies make billions and they're not paying the people that are making them those billions of dollars.
Jeff, one last question. You mentioned Tom Cruise. How are you going to make a blockbuster without names such as Tom Cruise? We also mentioned Jennifer Lawrence and Meryl Streep. Is there open and widespread support from those big names like that for what is taking place, and how important is their support?
Their support is kind of it's huge. So there was a letter that was passed around from the membership of the union to the leadership of the negotiating committee, and they essentially said, "Look, if you don't give us the deal that we need, we are willing to go on strike." All productions have pretty much shut down for the most part, and we're not working anyway. We've been marching with the WGA. We stand in solidarity with them. That's what my shirt says, and we're already out there. So we're willing to go the extra mile so that we can protect our career going forward. They'll likely try to outsource. They'll try to go to different countries. Squid Game, the creator of Squid Game, made Netflix an estimated $900 million, and they didn't pay him residuals for that. So they're going to try and do that. So my message is to all these other people, and if they're trying to outsource this work to other countries, don't let them take advantage of you. That's a huge thing because they're going to try to do that. They're trying to do it right now with ACTRA members. They're trying to guarantee them 5% gains in their contract to extend their negotiations to postpone them for a year. And it's just like, why are they doing that before we've made our deal? It's like they're trying to figure out ways to weaken us by pitting us against each other. And I would just say that everyone should be standing in solidarity because these employers hire all of us.
Jeff Torres, thank you very much for that. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.